Hey, Skis Bros. Wanted to make a quick, helpful video to help you guys get some add-ons for WoW. And this was highly requested. 1/5 of the Skis Bros, 25% of my audience has requested this specific video, namely Isaiah Johnson. So here we go. I'm recording this on Zoom, and let me know if there's any questions or any audio issues or anything I'll be happy to clarify, but hopefully this video kind of covers how to get add-ons onto classic WoW. And the way we're going to do this, there's more than one website you can use, but we're going to use this one. It's the easiest one to use, legacy-wow.com. Now, if you go here from Google or whatever, one thing you want to make sure is that if they have these drop-down menus here. So I assume if we go to home, yeah, they still have these drop-down menus. So what you want to do, you don't want to be on classic because that's like the retail, like the one that you pay for with Blizzard Classic WoW. And the add-ons, actually, I've had trouble with add-ons recently. It's actually because I was on this tab. But what you want to go down to is vanilla add-ons. 1.12 is the patch of the game that Elysium is on. So we want to go to 1.12. They have a list of add-ons. So I'll give you guys a little walkthrough. I just downloaded one just to make sure it all works. There's plenty of them. You can search for different things you want, like UI. So they have like different ones that might change things about the user interface. If you want to search that, let's do one that's like a DPS counter. So this one is the one I downloaded. It has a lot of downloads. And you click on it and you'll go to download. You'll just click this button. It'll download right away into your little downloads on whatever browser you're using. I just did it a minute ago, so I'm not going to download it again. And you can see like screenshots of what, the add-on looks like on this page and stuff. So I'm on a PC. Hopefully it works similarly on a Mac. From what I recall doing this, on my Mac, it's basically the same process. But basically, so now you'll go to a little zip. So I got this equip compare, which lets you, when you're scrolling over an item, you can compare it to your currently equipped piece of gear. So either one of these, you'll notice that it's in like a .zip file. So you don't want to do anything with this specific file, but you'll open it up, and then with a file inside of the zipper, then let's do it with this one real quick. So you'll transfer it into your add-ons folder. So for me, I just, scrolled it over, picked it up and scrolled it right in there. I already did it, so I'm not going to do it. And then your add-ons folder. Now I pinned it here just to make it easier to, drag stuff in. But the add-ons folder is within your Elysium game, wherever you find your game. Hopefully you can find your add-ons folder where, mine is, I have a little folder, Elysium Project Game Client that has like, the app in there where I click on it to play WoW. Inside of that, you'll have an interface tab. And then inside of that, the only thing should be add-ons. You click on that. So there should be already these like Blizzard UI add-ons. I don't know what happens if you delete them. Maybe you just don't have any user interface or something. I don't know. But then there's all these different add-ons that I've added on. So you can pin this, do whatever you want, or just remember where the folder is, go back to whatever you downloaded, and, you'll have whatever folder. You don't want to transfer that folder in, but all you do is you just take this folder and you transfer it in. It's that easy. And then I'll show you what it looks like in the game. Now, one caveat here is that you got to make sure you get the right level of folder, if that makes sense. So this one, if you click on this, then it just has like a bunch of little weird data files that we don't understand, but that's how it's running. But if you go to this one, I actually just made this mistake where I just transferred this in, but actually you always want to double check to see if there's more folders inside the folder, because this one actually has a bunch of folders inside the folders. And then if you click on any of these folders, it's a little confusing because there's even more folders here, but there's the right level of folder that you need to transfer. So what I did is I just transferred all of these folders into the add-ons folder, and then it worked. So you might have to mess around a little bit if it just doesn't show up in your WoW. It might be because you have the wrong level of folder, if that makes sense. So most of these folders is basically just empty except for the weird code that we don't understand. Now I'm gonna click on so this is just my WoW app, just to make sure everything's working in order. in my password. And then down here, you'll see an add-ons. Usually they automatically go on. And if it gives you a warning message that says like this add-on is out of date, then you might have downloaded it for classic WoW versus our 1.12, like quote unquote vanilla WoW. But yeah, so now you can have these checked. And then once you go into the game, I'll load up my priest. And now, so I showed you that DPS meter, and here it is. Right, it originally showed up like a little box right here. I just picked it up and moved it to over here, and that's basically all you got to do to download add-ons. Usually, add-ons that have like settings, a lot of times it'll actually create a little bubble over here, so then I can like right-click to drag the bubble around. So just so you know where the settings are for your add-ons, it's probably there. All right, that's it for my little introduction. Key to my face invited me, but I'm just going to exit game to stop the recording, and then I'll hang out with him.